attack down here over on the third. Note how he's really trying to target down each individual roach. The Adepts are not fantastic against the roaches, but if you can just reduce that number a little bit. Uh-oh, whoa, weird shade over there.
Yeah, shades away from those roaches. Ends up taking out quite a few lings.
I almost had to do a double take there when that was actually where the Avengers, he can punch holes into the force fields if he wants to. There's also lings over here on the far left. It's just outside of how far we can zoom out on the screen.
Yeah.
But, you know, this is pretty annoying. He's actually taking out a lot of workers. The Nexus isn't necessarily under threat, but SOS can't really mind. This is actually a very important moment in the game here for Sorta. And this means that SOS is going to come in here and try to deny this attack. The Corrosive Biles do come in here to deny further force fields, sort of so far very patiently continuing to shut down any force fields. And he's actually going to come in here, and I think he's going to crush it, Artosis.
Yeah, he really is. Look at this great play from Sorta. Great positioning here, waiting for SOS to pull that trigger, continuing to rally up a few more units. He's taking his fourth base behind this as well.
There's not quite enough to cover these Immortals, but as long as the Immortals are in the game dealing damage, the Ravagers are in a lot of trouble. The Hydras can't really run back, but more Lings do come up here. Great surround.
Oh, that Ling flank. Absolutely brilliant.
Guys, is sort of going to beat SOS? I think it's starting to look like that.
Absolutely. Kills two of his own Overseers. That's kind of a funny one right there. But this is just fantastic from Sort of, I have to say. Like, just such a greatly executed defense. I love the transition into the Hydras coming up. And
GG.
Dude. You can see the little fist. Okay, the Adepts coming up once again, shading forward towards the natural.
Now this is where it went wrong last time. Okay, so he's now in enemy territory. Lings are on top of the Adepts, but not enough to make too much of an impact. But the Banelings coming in here.
Good splitting overall. The Adepts do take quite a bit of damage there, but quite a few left over. Look at this. Doing so much more damage. You see the difference that a Roach Warren really can make when you get a defensive Roach Warren.
Very true.
He's losing so many more drones than we saw in the previous game.
Yeah, I think if Sort of had played a little bit more like he had last time, this might have gone better for him. We have 11 drones picked off so far. We actually have... Oh, there's nothing here?
Slick Rick!
Slick Rick slipping through! Well, this is huge. He's going to kill more workers faster than SOS did to him. So that's 15 probes killed there. I actually don't think SOS knows. There's nothing here to spot.
This is crazy,
and especially if he's about to do this attack, his screen might not be in the main. Hold on. Oh, Shine, please go back. Okay, here we go. Oh!
It's all right. It's good.
Okay, not bad.
All right, good force fields here. This is
6.5 out of 10.
Scary push. Banelings being made. He has Hydras back here. He didn't lose drones at his third base, but losing that hatchery is pretty brutal.
Hydra's walking through the fight. The hatchery's almost gone. He needs to basically attack before the hatch goes down, and I think SOS is just going to target it. No.
I like the force field on the hatchery.
I know, yeah.
Oh, some Banes get through, but not really enough right there.
Yeah. He does eventually get that targeted down. The reinforcements come in. It's only a handful of Hydras still hitting this. And with the Adepts now in the front, the push can continue. I think we might very well see GG here. Especially with these drones still being used in this attack.
Yeah, the drones dying hurts, but, you know, I guess his other two bases are fine on saturation.
Yeah.
So he just needs, like, anything he can to hold this off. If he ends up holding this push, SOS is a little bit all in, right? Like, I guess not really. He has three bases. He just doesn't have a lot of drones right now. You know, that's where SOS is a little... Yeah. SCVs. He doesn't have many SCVs.
No, that's the problem.
He doesn't have any SCVs.
If he doesn't have any SCVs, how's he going to make a command center?
A mule, man. He's going to warp one in. Sacrifice that mule.
Warp in a mule. The mule's got a hatch from a Zerg egg.
The economy is not fantastic right now for SOS. Like, you know, 39 workers. He hasn't really been making probes.
Seems like
his army is super small at the moment.
Seems like Sort of is hoping to seesaw the game, try to hit this base hard. I don't believe it's going to work, but let's see how the Banelings actually connect. There should be enough force fields that the Banelings never get the pairings with the units they want.
Yeah, he would need to really bait out force fields for a long time. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, I think that this attack is really not going anywhere for sort of at the moment.
Yeah. Well, I mean, sort of doesn't really have a lot of options here.
No, he does not.
He's been crippled so badly after that third base was taken out. And again, Hydras never are able to retreat properly, which means if SOS decides to pursue this, he'll basically be able to box these Hydras in. The Adept's always okay to trade for Hydras here.
Yeah. And just nothing really left over. He's making 5 Hydras at home, which is not really enough to even hold on against the push.
What about 6, though? He's getting 6 now. Is that enough?
Yeah, no, he's going to wreck this army.
Yeah, he'll go
he's
back
not even going to lose a unit.
Yeah. Wow. So I believe this game, I'm not trying to call it before it really ends, but I cannot imagine SOS not eventually pushing through here and taking out this third base. Especially with the War Prism over here in this area. The Immortal, so many sentries comboed with these Adepts. SOS always gets to pick the fight he wants.
This army is just too much. I mean, the Ling counterattack is doing some pretty significant damage as well, but look at that spread and everything. That is so many Adepts.
GG! Yeah.
Is she not dancing?
I don't know. She's like picking up something on the ground. She's punching a guy in air. I can't quite tell. It's not quite on camera.
That's how they dance in the future.
Yeah. He's actually just going to come in here, and I don't think there's enough to really stop this. The Zerg's in a very bad position. Not a lot of drones have been killed just yet.
I think that can change, though. 5 drones now. Cancels. I love the cancel there on that Shade. Everything had run out of here. The Lings and Banes have to come up. A Shade comes out once again. Look at this. Oh, my God. Just I mean, it's only 5 drones so far,
I mean, this is
so quality.
Well, I mean, you can see that the Adepts can still sustain over there. He needs to get rid of these Adepts pronto. Now, this wasn't as disastrous as the last attack, but maybe I should hold my breath because we still have these Adepts coming in here and doing a lot of damage.
He was attacking them, and then everything went in the other direction. A lot of extra damage being dealt.
He's actually sort of going all the way across the map. I think he wants to try to shut down the third.
Yeah. I think you are right about that. But he did lose quite a few workers there, sort of only on 37 workers. So.
Wow, to 52.
Yeah, that's kind of rough. Should be able to get a cancel, I think, here. I don't know.
Actually, maybe not. I think there's
maybe
enough
not.
sentries that he can sort of willy-nilly enough force fields out to make this thing stay alive for...
Ooh, with the Banelings coming up, sort of is making his stand over here.
Okay, now look, there's the lady again. She's pointing at the Banelings. Look out, SOS! Woo!
This is definitely a dance.
Yeah, all right.
Hydras, don't come through
here.
here.
Not through these force fields. I don't think so.
Oh, some pretty good Baneling connections there. Most of the sentries falling. That's really important.
Yeah.
The sentries are such an integral part of this composition. You know, if you don't have splash damage to deal with this type of stuff, sentries are the next best thing. And now he has neither, really.
And this allows SOS to, again, make that pressure. These Hydras are not going to be able to get back. Most likely, the Adepts can basically body block here. Like, that...
Yeah, that's really painful. That is a lot of Hydras that are basically free.
He just... Does he close it here? Okay, there's a dancing lady again, shaking her booty at the Immortal.
If he had some Banelings, it might work out, but it doesn't look very good.
Okay, one force field. Make your drones go around this.
All right,
okay. I will. I guess you got like one more drone kill with that. So this game is effectively over. SOS with a comeback after losing game 1 to sort of, of course, not going to be eliminated here. He goes down to the losers match. But I guess in hindsight, this is not a shocking result, right? Sort of a great player does take a game off, but unable to beat SOS really in a series.
Yeah, I mean, he's still in the game, still trying his best here, getting the energy at least off of that shield battery, trying to get some damage done with those Lings. Not too much, not too effective. He's down by 10 workers and a base, so that's never fun.
Yeah, I mean, this is such an easy way to close out here for SOS. As long as he doesn't do anything crazy or risky, he's basically guaranteed a win. He's going to poke in again here to get an idea of how much tech and what kind of army comp exactly sort of has. Yeah. Now he's going to be hitting these drones.
I like what sort of's idea is here. You know, getting the Lurker Den. Like, this is... Adepts are... Like, everyone knows they're bad against Lurkers. You just look at you're like, of course that's going to be bad against Lurkers. But they're surprisingly bad against Lurkers. Truly. So,
yeah.
You know, maybe he can do some sort of, like, catch you off guard lurker push.
Yeah.
You know, the thing is,
it's like
he saw the
crazy enough plan B.
Yeah.
If they had played a further normal game, then maybe it sort of would have lost. But because SOS got this advantage, maybe he sort of has this weird opening to try to pull something off. Well, is he going to try to shade in? He does. There are lurkers down here.
Well, I guess those are defensive lurkers, actually. Meanwhile, attacks in with the Hydra Bane.
So it's
Quite a
only
few
Zealots here.
No charge up for those.
Yeah. So they're not going to be very strong against these Hydras. The Banelings are now coming down. And they're going to try to get a bunch of these workers. There's been 17 drones killed so far. Oh, the sentry flank here.
Well, those Hydras not really getting their values worth. Looks like just about every drone on the map is dead.
Yeah, he actually only has 6 drones left. 5 now.